We are live. Get on in here. Get on in here. Let's talk. Get on in here. Now, get in here and ask all your questions. Get in here. Where y'all's at? Let's see here. Let's see the situation. Mm-hmm. Where y'all at? Favorite scene. Favorite scene. I don't know. I gotta think. I gotta think about what my favorite scene was. Rocket being the leader doesn't bother me. For some reason, I don't see him being the leader for long until Quill comes back. What are you talking about? Was really hoping she'd be the new Guardian team in the new Guardian team. Who? Oh, okay. Yeah, that would have been nice. Wasn't there a flashback of her wasn't there a flashback of her before in a different movie? I swear there was, right? Yeah, I was surprised everyone survived because they was talking about it like a bunch of people were going to die. Those the darkest, saddest Guardians of the Galaxy, and there were articles saying that people was going to die. You know what I mean? He was a great villain. I mean, he wasn't as interesting as say maybe Thanos, but I liked him a lot. I could give him a 9. I liked him. Yeah, I liked him. tyronemagnusfanmail at gmail.com. Yeah, I thought he was really good. I was like, this dude's sinister, and he makes you hate him. I was like, you know what? If Kang don't work out, he'll make a great replacement. Worst Guardian film, the second one. Yeah, he's a damn sociopath, man. Yeah, that scene when she made that dude fall in love with Drax was hilarious. Hilarious. That might be the funniest scene. You might be right on that. They didn't use Adam Warlock enough. Yeah, they didn't. After I did my review, after a lot of times after we do our reviews as YouTubers, just things that we, are kind of like, damn, I should have said this, I should have said that. They didn't use Adam Warlock enough. That's true. Yeah, they'll probably be getting together again in the future. You really thought Star Lord was gonna die though. At the end, I was like, oh, okay, he's dying. And I was like, oh, that's gruesome. That was nasty and scary. How his face blew up like that. I was like, oh, he's dead. But he wasn't. I was like, okay. Yeah, the butt analogy. Yeah, Drax is ridiculous. Yeah, and a lot of y'all were asking me, you're asking me like, was it better than No Way Home? No, it wasn't. Um, but a lot of you keep track of the movies better than I do. And that's why I said I would have to sit down and decompress and think. And like I forget a lot of time what movies are in what phase. I do. And I don't keep track of that. But no, it wasn't better than No Way Home. Yeah, and Rocket said I'm Rocket Raccoon. I was like, okay. There's his journey. There's his journey ending. I'm Rocket Raccoon. I was like the whole time like, he keeps saying like in the movies that he's not a raccoon, and I'm like, he's clearly a raccoon. I don't know what Rocket thought he was. um, man, like yeah, I commend the movie for not having woke politics in it. But people were saying, "Oh, it's still had politics, still had stuff about animal cruelty," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, that's not woke politics. Animal cruelty isn't woke politics. We know what the woke politics BS is. So it didn't have woke politics in it. Yeah, have to see Yondu again. They should have never killed him. They should have never killed Yondu. Doesn't matter. He's gone. Someone asked me if I could see him direct any other Marvel character. Who would it be? I don't even know. I really don't know. I don't know who I would have him. You know what I mean? It this movie gives me faith that possibly his DC universe will be great. We still don't know, but at least he ended Marvel on a great note, and it's like it gives me hope. It gives me hope. Yeah, is that like Groot's final form? Because I think I said to Scarlet, I was like, I think that might be him fully grown. He was huge at the end. Huge. I saw some of the Critical Drinker his live stream. I don't think he liked it. But to each his own. That's how it is. Not everybody's gonna like something. See how I didn't attack him over it? See how easy that was, folks? It's funny that so many thousands or millions, I don't know how many trolls there are online, but that they can't get that through their head that it's okay for some person to like a film and someone else not to. Like, that's it. See? I'm not going to say the drinker's a bad person and that he doesn't know what he's talking about. And he's not a real Marvel fan. He's not a real movie fan. You suck as a writer because you didn't like it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Warlock's kind of serious. He's kind of serious, but he has some funny parts. But he's like a kid because they apparently took him out of the cocoon early. So he's not fully grown mentally. What little girl? Yeah. Enjoy what you want. Jube Jube. Why does she have something to do with the Marvels? Who knows? Maybe he had a deal when he left it. He could float back if he felt like it. I don't know. Who knows? But it says Star-Lord would return, so we're going to get more of him. How do you know it's supposed to be Morgan Le Fay? I don't know who that is anyway. Yeah, Howard the Duck was in it. I don't know that corridor scene was badass. That long fight they had in that tunnel, that was really good. When Mantis made the dude fall in love with Drax, that was hilarious. Yeah, that was some sad stuff with the animal testing. As soon as I saw those other animal friends of his, I was like, oh, here we go. At least one of them is going to get killed to pull our heartstrings. I was like, God, and then the whole movie, I'm worried about Rocket dying or somebody else dying because they're all those articles saying that, people was going to die. And it didn't even turn out like that. But it made you think something was going to happen because of those articles. It was some sad shit, man. Yeah, Scarlett was all crying and everything. Remember when you first see Rocket put back into his cage, I guess, after they did whatever implants? And he was like, hurt. She was like, oh! I was like, oh, they stop. They messing with us already. No, he didn't remind me of Kang in the suit. But now that you say that, I guess there is some similarity. Yeah. So now Groot can talk regular like us. I was like, wait a minute. How did that happen? Does he do that in the comics eventually? Yeah, so far he's better than Kang. Yeah, so far they've made him in one movie better than Kang. Better than Kang has been in all the movies that I've seen him in put together. I think he edges him out as a better villain right now. I guess they're slow burning Kang so that they can develop him more. But I liked him better as a villain because you really hated him. Like Thanos, you liked and you rooted against, but this dude you hated. You didn't want to understand him. You didn't, it was none of that. It was like this piece of ish is killing these animals and experimenting. And yeah, look. Um, I've never thought animal experimentation was cool. You know what I mean? I think where there's a will, there's a way to find a way to, um, experiment and find cures and stuff for stuff without experimenting on animals because they hurt too. So yeah, a lot of people understood Thanos. You know what I mean, but the whole like flaw in his plan was like, okay, so you want to delete half the universe. Why don't you make twice as much resources and keep everybody alive? Hey, just a thought. Just a thought. Why don't you make the planets twice as big so everybody can, it's enough space and land for everybody to farm and, I swear he had flawed thinking. Yep, that's right. Thanos killed half the universe, and I hate this guy more for shooting one animal. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, at least see, because you were made to see and feel that pain. Remember the way Rocket screamed after he shot her? I was like, oh my God. And he was mocking him about the screaming. It's a piece of shit. Thanos just snapped and everybody fizzled away. Like it looked like it didn't even hurt them. except for Peter, except for Peter Parker, because his spider sense could feel the death coming. Everybody else just like people didn't look like they were really hurting. This dude's killing animals and mocking crying animals, and I'm just like, this dude is, jeez, man. I call that mercy. Yeah, at least he didn't make everybody suffer. Just snapped them away. Everybody fizzled away. Even when he died, when Tony snapped him away at the end, he just sat down and was just like, he wasn't like, yeah, he didn't hurt. Yeah, that's the truth. It would have to be done again and again. It might take a very long time. Who knows? It might take millions of years or billions of years again for it to happen. But eventually, yeah, you're right. What to put pause on evolutionary? Yeah. Mm. Yeah, but yeah, I see a bunch of you in here. Yeah, it wasn't better than No Way Home. People kept asking, "What? It was better than No Way Home," and I was like, I forgot about No Way Home. No, it wasn't better than No Way Home. It's probably second best after that. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, if some people wanted to argue that it was as good as No Way Home, I could deal with that. I could deal with it. I wouldn't really fight them on it because there had a lot of emotion in it, and you got to see this whole journey of Rocket. Like I'm okay with people saying that it's better than No Way Home. Now, if someone said it's leaps and bounds above No Way Home, I'm like, okay, come on now, not a little extra. But hey, your opinions are opinions. So if that's what you believe, that you truly believe that, then okay. Somebody having Thor flashbacks. See, anything else I didn't cover so far? Any other questions you have? Three worms like dragons. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, comedy was placed well. Comedy was placed well. Yeah, yeah. Is that the first F bomb in any Marvel movie? Is it? Makes me wonder. Yeah, this Gamora was mean, wasn't she? She was a damn dick. She is savage, man. Nebula had me dying in this too. Nebula was really funny in this. I like High Evolutionary more than Kang right now as a villain. Well, I don't know if it wasn't no Sylvester Stallone cameo. He was in another one of the movies, right? Wasn't he? What else was he in? What was it? Wasn't he in the first one or something? First one or the second one? Well, the comedy helped to bring you back up with all the darkness that was going through the film, keep you from staying too sad. Yeah, he was in volume two. So, most shocking moment. When Rocket died. I think that was the most. Well, actually, no. When Groot spoke like us, but when Rocket died, like for some, I didn't think he was. Like I thought because they got everything they needed that they were going to save him. So, which they did. But when they were all talking to him, like, yeah, you can come with us, and they're all waiting for him in heaven. I was like, my heart. Uh, no eyes. Shut off the tear ducts. You shall not cry. Scarlet, meanwhile, was like pouring out her eyes sideways. It's like, you are a warrior. Ah! You're a savage. You shall not cry. Yes, Adam Warlock was underutilized. Although I liked him. I liked him. I liked what I got of him, but it felt like they didn't know what to do with. I was like, I was like, okay, now what are y'all doing? I was like, this isn't. I was like, I feel like this dude should be in the movie more. That's what it felt like. I was just like, why is it? It feels like he should have a bigger part, but they didn't know. They didn't write him properly, right? Or maybe he was in it more and they cut him out. I don't know. Well, why would you have even wanted him to dance? Had your throat itching. I was sitting there like, oh God. Let me just scratch the eyes real quick. All right. Much better. No, I don't go see movies in 40X anymore. Marvel and DC have let me down so much. I refuse to spend that much money on movie tickets anymore. However, I think I'm going to go see Fast 10 in 40X. Yeah. The rocket revive scene, man. And when they shot his girlfriend, man, I was like, man. That's crazy. Didn't it feel good when he tore the High Evolutionary's face off like that? Not when they just peeled it off. I'm talking about when Rocket actually got to him. Oh, I loved it. Loved it. I was like, get his ass. Get him. That was such a good payoff, wasn't it? Oh, that piece of shit, man. Yeah, that really makes a great villain sometimes. Sometimes they're they're so evil. People talk about being evil for the sake of being evil. And he wasn't. He was just like this whole too logical. He just wanted to perfect creation. And he would throw away what wasn't perfect and keep what was, or what, he thought was perfect enough or whatever. And you could understand that in a sick way. I'm just like, yo, this dude is straight up like a number crunching scientist with no empathy at all. You just know this doesn't work. Kill those, burn those, and let's keep these. These are. Yeah. When he told them that they weren't going, that was so damn sad. That was so damn sad. Yeah. He's a Disney accountant. Maybe they hired a Disney accountant to do this. Yeah, Drax is hilarious. Yeah, I saw the other reviews. I saw a couple other reviews. Yeah, Jeremy John said it was a good time if you're drunk. So that's like I don't know. I think for him that's like maybe a C or D rating, something like that. Maybe like 2 stars for him. That's right above dog crap, isn't it? I think for him. Oh yeah. Oh yo, when Peter was trying to save when Quill was trying to save Rocket and he was hollering and snapping, that got me. Like that right there. I was like, whoa, I expect that. Like Chris Pratt acted his ass off for that part. I was like, I felt that desperation and rage and sadness. That got me. Yeah. All right. Ryu Cat. All right. Appreciate the 5 too. Yeah. And Gamora kept telling him, letting him go. Like, nope. I am not done trying. Yeah, she said, but not yet. Yeah. I think I saw that coming. I was like, wait a minute. He's not gonna die. I feel something like they're not ready for him yet. See how they did that whole God touching the finger of man thing with Adam Warlock? Yeah, it was funny. Took that dude right off the bike. Man, they were doing stupid stuff throughout there. It's like, yeah, where are you? We're in here to save you. I'm not there anymore. Like, stick to the plan. Yeah, he had out of body experience. Yep. He almost died, but he didn't. Hey, yo, check this out. I talked to a guy that watches me. He's a big power lifter. And he told me that he went into a coma. I think it was during COVID. He went into a coma. And he said that they told him that he died like 5 times. And he told me after they told him that, I guess he realized, because he said he was dreaming the whole time he was in the coma. But he said it was horrible. He said it was horrible. It was just terror, nothing but bad dreams. But he said each time he died, he saw a white screen. So he saw the white light each time, he said. And I was like, wow. I said, so you do see what? Because he told me, I said, okay, well, you got to tell me what it's like then. What happened? He said he saw the white light, man, 5 times. Ain't that crazy? Yeah. His wife wouldn't let them pull the plug on him. He told me the whole story, man. I'm like, you got a good woman. He said, because they wanted to pull the plug. You see that? A lot of times they be talking, like, yeah, he's not going to make it. It's best that we pull the plug. From what I hear, it's more like a money thing for them anyway. So, yeah. No, it was not better than No Way Home, Robert. Yeah, we'll see, Pacino. We'll see. You can't call it the way this stuff is going right now. People make educated guesses on that stuff, on knowing when to pull the plug. A lot of people, they just believe what the doctor says, and that's it. Some people go with a feeling. Some people go with what the person has in there. Sometimes in their will, like some people have that in their will. Like, if I go in a coma and I don't come out in this amount of time, just pull the plug. Some people are like that. So, not for me. You better come to talk to me every day. You hold my hand, massage my feet, hold my hand and tickle my feet. Tell me jokes, anything to wake me up that you can. Tell me stories. Live stream, have the Magnusites talk to me until I come out. Okay? Ain't pulling nothing. Yeah, boy. Yeah, man. So I mean, I guess that's about it. I mean, unless there's more spoiler talk, I can't think of anything else to talk about really about the movie. I'm like, what didn't I talk about that? Um, yeah, they just look, continue, then they know it. Don't woke up nothing. Oh yeah, no, people were saying, people were saying, they were like, yo, they're like, yo, Tyrone, like, don't rejoice too soon. The Marvels is next. I was like, oh, you're right. Ah. They're like, yo, yeah, it probably is a one-off, buddy. The Marvels is next, remember? Yeah. Okay, bye-bye. They brought me right back down to reality, boy. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. However, if it is a one-off, and then hopefully he won't woke up anything in um in DC. Hopefully. But you never know. You really never know what people are gonna do. You never know what execs are gonna do. You know, I don't know what side he's on with this stuff. You know, I mean, it may have been woked up before, and then Disney knew to cut it out to make it a success, especially after what Bud Light's going through. It's like y'all keep playing. All you movie and television show and studio companies keep playing. Y'all see what's happening to Bud Light, and it's been happening to them on a smaller scale, I think. But when people start boycotting for real, because there's people already boycotting like Marvel and DC and Netflix and other, stuff like that. But when people really decide to put their foot down, like they're doing with Bud Light, they're gonna wish they hadn't did all this stuff. You know what I mean? So it's up to them. I just want good entertainment. But I don't watch WWE no more. It took them years of beating me down for me to get to that point. Years. And I just can't do it no more. I hope to never get to that level with Marvel or DC. I hope to never get to that point. But that day could come to where it's like Tyrone Magnus only reviews non-woke movies. Like that's it. Only good stuff. It's like, hey, he only gives great reviews now. Yeah, because he doesn't review woke stuff no more. Oh yeah. Yeah, he only does the stuff that's cool now. Yeah. Glad the drinker took the bullet for us and watched Peter Pan and Wendy. So I didn't have to drudge through that mess. I ain't acknowledging nothing. I don't care who's chief. Okay, I'm done. I don't acknowledge nothing. I don't know how he became chief. I don't know. I haven't watched WWE in years. I saw one time my boy was on WWE twice. He came out with two different, he was an extra and he came out as part of, two people's intros. So he's doing this thing, he's working his way up. He's been telling me certain rules they got, and they like he's meeting people, he's knowing people in there now. So I can't wait for him to blow up. But I was watching one thing looking for him on the show, and it showed him and the Usos come out and everything, and I was just sitting there like this. Like it wasn't for me. I watched the whole show waiting for my boy to come out. And then the show I'm talking about, they didn't use him. So I watched WWE for no reason, and none of it did nothing for me. Nothing. I was sitting there like this. Nothing. So, it is what it is. Maybe one day, just like when we were kids, you watch wrestling for a few years and you stop. Then you come back for a few years and you stop. You know what I mean? Maybe that'll happen. Maybe. Don't hold your breath, though. It's not going to end well for you. Yeah. Shit. Who knows what they're going to do with Blade? And I swear, I hope to God, everything else is good after this. Like the Marvels, I'm going to go see out of curiosity, of course. Like it's like, okay, let's see what they do. Like, because it's one of the things where I'm gonna go see this movie, and I already know that they know that Brie gets a ton of hate, and a lot of people don't really care for Ms. Marvel. I think she's a cute character. I think she's likable. I like her, but I'm not a huge fan, but I like her, and I'm cool with Bruno. Is it Bruno? What's her last name? How do you say it? Is it Bruno? Anyway, um, but I just got a sinking feeling about that movie. Like they're not gonna do what they need to do to make it a hit. I mean, Rambo, yeah, 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 Rambo, Rambo. Um, it's one of those things. I'm just like I didn't. Y'all know I didn't enjoy Captain Marvel whatsoever, and I don't think Nick Fury's gonna save it. Like it doesn't. No, we'll see. Hopefully, I'm pleasantly surprised. Hopefully, I'm pleasantly surprised and I end up loving it. That's what I hope. I just don't see that happening. But I was very, very worried about Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And I ended up really liking it. So you never know. See? You never know. Yeah, yeah. He called her Rambo. Something like that. Yeah, it does have like a Disney show tone to it. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Um, um, Look, I got the same feelings about Blue Beetle that I do about the Marvels. Like, I don't think I'm gonna like them. I hope to God I love Blue Beetle. I do. See, a hater, see, people you throw around hater the wrong way. That's another thing too. People talk about, they say that myself, and other people use the word woke the wrong way. That's not exactly true. What you have to understand is that the way I use woke is the way the majority of the people are using it. So I use it so that people understand what I'm talking about. People know what I'm talking about when I say woke. And if you don't, then you don't really have your thumb on the pulse of everything that's been going on. All right. All the politics woke is an umbrella term that covers a bunch of stuff that's been in our media and television shows and movies that most of us don't want in it because it has no place in it the way they're pushing it. It's just the way they're pushing the stuff. It's not that, diversity isn't a good thing and LGBTQ can't be in it. It's the way they push it in your face and they force stuff. It feels forced. Like the monkey said to the elephant, if things don't fit, don't force it. So you got to introduce things in different ways, and it's going on in the news and in real life, not just in our entertainment. It's like real life stuff, serious situations. The place that our world is clown world right now. It's really nuts. There's some nutty stuff, going on in our world. And then they put it in the entertainment like we want to see that. Like people are fighting and going nuts, and really things are really getting heated in the world over this stuff. And then you want to put it in all of our entertainment. Our entertainment is an escape for us. We don't want it in there. You know what I'm saying? But what was I talking about before I explained the whole woke thing? Because I had something to say about that. What was I saying before? You sure it was Blue Beetle? Oh, hater. So what a true hater is, see, when I was growing up, a true hater was someone who was just jealous. And a lot of times they hated you for no real good reason. It was one of those things where it was like, you know, say I was a guy that didn't get girls and this guy's getting girls. Okay, I hate him because I'm jealous. But oh man, this dude, he ain't really, I mean, and people are like, well, why are you mad at him? Yo, you just a hater because you don't pull him like he does. Well, this dude ain't, yeah, he ain't all. See, that's what a true hater is. However, being online all this time, that rhymed on to play at the game bars, hater has evolved into something that is a blanket term for anyone who does not like anything. So if I don't like, I'm trying to think, I don't like She-Hulk. Now I'm a She-Hulk hater. No, I don't like She-Hulk for specific, legitimate reasons. I'm not a hater because I'm jealous of She-Hulk or I want to be in the show and I'm not. No, absolutely not. A hater is someone with no real legitimate cause to hate anything. Okay? They're just jealous. That's what haters truly are. See, the hater came from player hater. You were a player hater because you were jealous that this other guy was pulling more women than you. You were a player hater. So it evolved into hater. Okay? But hater is always understood to me as someone that's jealous. But now with the way all the kids use it, they use it like it's anybody that don't like anything. Oh, he's a DC hater. He didn't like Blue Beetle Tyler. You know what I mean? They don't understand how to use it right. I understand people aren't using woke correctly, but it is so woven into the fabric of our media now that people use it to describe everything that I was talking about. All these SJW things and gender stuff and just everything that people are fighting over right now, the inclusivity and fat acceptance, just all this stuff is under one umbrella of woke politics, woke ideology. You get it? So, I just use it the way most of the world does so that people understand what the hell I'm talking about. I'm not going to, I don't feel like spending the energy trying to re-educate the whole earth on how woke is really meant to be used, because it was a good thing. It was a good thing. It came from being awake. Came from being awake, understanding what is behind the veil, understanding how the world really works, understanding just how the power structure of the world works and the secrets they keep from us and the knowledge you need to know. That was being awake. And then, of course, people always want to be cool and make an ignorant word out of it. So then they call it woke. You know what I mean? No, it's awake. Nah, this dude is woke. He know what he talking about. You know what I mean? So then it's woke. But then, and I didn't even understand it when people started calling things woke. I was like, what? I was like, that is what they. So it took me years to really start calling things, these nutty things, woke. But if that's how the world is using it, whatever. I'm just so it's easier for me to explain myself. Yes, I am awake. Yes, I'm the right kind of woke. I'm what woke used to mean. That's what, yeah. So it is what it is, folks. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, a lot of terms these days. It's weird, man. And I'm yeah, it's when I was coming up, even my parents were talking about stuff that were crazy in their times that the generation was doing, and how they were concerned about this generation and that. And I tell you, each generation seems to get worse in certain ways, man. And I am super concerned about this generation. Super concerned. Oh Lord. Because the problem is it can take time to re-educate people out of certain things. Um, like when I was growing up, when people first started sagging their pants, and it came from a jailhouse stuff, prison stuff, came from guys letting you know if they booty was available in prison. And guys wear it like a badge of honor, like it's cool. Man, I was doing it just because rappers were doing it, just like all the other kids. But to me, I started wearing them on my waist even before I found out about it being a prison thing, because it was hard. It was hard to move. Like you always had to pull your pants up, and at least back then, when guys sagged their pants, we had baggy clothes. We everything. But now these dudes is all wearing skinny jeans. So these dudes walk around with their ass out, showing their draws. Yo, that stuff, that irritates me so much, man. Walking down the street and I'm like, oh, these like five young dudes, white, blue, red, gray. I can see all y'all draws poking out of your skinny jeans. And I guess they think it's cool. I got more respect for the guys that understand what they're doing is something that's, you know, kind of gotten to them through osmosis, just through people thinking it's a cool thing to do, and they don't do it. I have a lot of respect for the kids that understand before their time. Um, this whole sagging the pants stuff is ridiculous. I will never sag my pants. First and foremost, because my booty is not available. Second of all, I can't run. Third of all, it's uncomfortable. You think sagging your pants is versus if you was two identical twins, do you think the guy sagging his pants is going to get more girls than the guy that's not sagging his pants? Really? Do you really think that? And then the quality, because only the ratchets really want that. Like, think about this stuff. When you guys see the girls that a lot of these rappers pull, see what you got to understand too. A lot of these rappers and the guys that are really famous, a lot of these guys did not, and I would dare to say most of these guys did not get women before they became famous. So they take anything they can get at that level. So now they're doing all the dumb stuff, all the stuff to stay popular and look cool, and all the stuff that's degrading and stuff that y'all shouldn't be doing. but they're famous, so you think you're supposed to do that because they're famous. That means no, it doesn't mean you'll have a life like them. Doesn't mean you'll get girls like them. Don't mean you'll look as cool as them. It don't mean none of that. Trust me. So, and you see these girls, man, that these guys get and all the drama. It's just like these dudes attract the nonsense. Like the way they dress is nonsensical. The way they act is nonsensical. And they attract women that are the same thing. You know what I mean? Listen, guys, if you're the guy that goes to, say, a party, right? So you go to a house party, a party at somebody's house, right? And you're the guy that's looking at the girl and wants the girl to be his girlfriend. That's the girl out there twerking on the floor. If you want her instead of the girl that's sitting in the corner with her legs crossed, talking and eating and having a good conversation with her girls, laughing, ha ha, whatever. And when she dances, she does a two-step, you know. If you want the twerking chick, trust me, you are going to have all the problems that a lot of these rappers and celebrities have with women. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Smart dudes look for the classy women. Who wants who wants that as the mother of your children eventually? Really? If you go to Instagram and you are the guy that keeps messaging the chicks with all they booty cheeks out, with the OnlyFans pages, trying to be their man, not trying to hit it, trying to be their man, you are going to get all of the problems that these rappers and other celebrities get. That's who you want to have your kids? Are you serious? Those pictures are pretty much forever. I mean, I heard there's services you can hire to get the internet scrubbed to certain things, but you really want to pay that much money? Because I heard it's several thousands and thousands of dollars to get that stuff removed. Man, y'all better wake up. Even when I was younger, I never wanted the twerking girl. I may have been attracted to the twerking girl. She may have had me sexually aroused, but I never wanted the twerking chick as my girlfriend or fiance or wife. Hell no. Because a part of you doesn't respect the twerking chick, and you know it. A part of you does not respect that chick, correct? And think to yourself about whatever parent or parents you respect the most, your mother, your father, or both. If you can say to yourself, will my mom be okay with what this girl is doing right now? That usually answers the question. Okay? I've been several places with Scarlo, okay? And my family loves her. They keep badgering me to hurry up and have kids with this woman and everything, and marriage and all this other stuff. But they love her. But she's the quiet, attractive chick in the corner. Talk to her friends. Ha ha ha, eating her little finger food. And she ain't eating her finger food, sucking her fingers like it's a penile, or shoving beer bottles down their throat while they drinking, trying to get all this attention, sexual attention from men. You know what I mean? She's the two-stepper. She ain't twerking on the damn dance floor. I mean, even though she knows how to twerk, she'll do it for a man. But she ain't gonna go out to the club acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? Man, some of y'all, I'm telling you, you just, all you see gotta have is sex in your eyes for these girls. And you think that's the one you're supposed to be with. And then when you get with her and she hurt your feelings, she cheats on you, she does something dastardly, sets you up, you get robbed. Well, all this stuff that happens to these dudes. And they never see it coming. Hear about it all the time about these dudes getting clowned. What is right now? There's apparently a basketball player getting clowned for spending like $500,000 on one of these new chicks, these new rapping chicks, and they clowning him for it. And it's one of them things where I immediately thought to myself, okay, most likely, dude isn't a dude that got chicks when he was younger. He blew up. He got his NBA contract. Now he's got money. Now he's doing anything he can to get with these girls. Like years ago, I read about that one dude, that one basketball player with the beard and mohawk or whatever. They said he spent like $50K to spend a night with like some high-end call girl, Jenna Shea or something like that. I was like, this rich NBA player spent $50K to spend a night with this chick? There is no way you could get me to pay for it. Ever. People are, well, you pay for it anyway, you take them out to eat. So, there's levels to this stuff. There's the courting process, okay? Tradition of taking a woman to dinner, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to call it, that's not paying for it. I don't care what these dudes say. They rationalize it that way because they're the ones who pay for it. Because they feel a certain way about paying for it. It doesn't make them feel good to pay for that. So they say to you, oh, well, you paying for it too because you took them to dinner. Bro, listen. Listen. In my dating life, I've taken women to dinner, but the majority of the time, it was always because at one time in my life, I didn't have, too much money. So a lot of times girls would just come over to see me. It was always Netflix and chill. And I'm respectful. So it's like, you come over to watch Netflix with me, I'll order some food, and we could sit there, have a good conversation and food, and literally watch a movie. It was never a ploy to get her clothes off because I'm patient. I never let the coochie rule my mind. Ever. Ever. There is no one that has been able to rule my mind with that. Ever. None of them. No matter how good it is. Because once you become a slave to the kitchen, if you with the wrong one, she gonna get you. And it makes you make irrational decisions. You make decisions and do stupid stuff that you shouldn't do. Like Scarlo gets a lot of presents because she's a all-around good woman. That stuff just can't be good. Nope. Because if I'm fighting with you all the time, you know what I mean? You don't respect me. You acting like a, you know what, in the streets. If you for the streets and all, you're not getting nothing from me. Are you crazy? Come on now. Only a woman I respect can get gifts from me and be taken to nice dinners. Hey, yeah, I'll take you to the mall, to the food court. You know what I mean? If I don't trust you, you know what I mean? Or if I'm getting to know you, oh yeah, let's meet at the food court. Sometimes girls are like, well, I don't want to be alone with you. I don't know you like that. Fine, let's meet at the food court. Let's get some Chinese food over there. Let's get some teriyaki or something, some Japanese food, something, and just sit down and talk. That's plenty of people there, correct? All right then. So I'm not gonna snatch you. If you want, you can tell your friends and family that's where we are at this time. You know what I mean? Like this, some dudes I think just don't really know how to ease women's fears sometimes. Like to me, it's not a big deal. You know, women know. So anyway, and that's it, folks. So we went from Guardians of the Galaxy to talking dating. You know what I mean? All right, y'all, let me get going. I hope y'all learned something. All right. Pull your pants up. All right. Yeah, I might sound like an old man, but the fact of the matter is, trust me, it ain't cool. And when you get to college, don't nobody care what you're wearing. That's the funny thing. Like everybody cares about what you're wearing in high school. They make fun of you for not wearing the right sneakers, the right brand shirt, or whatever. When you get to college, nobody cares. Nobody cares what you're wearing. When you get into the real world, nobody cares. Okay? All right? Facebook owner Zuckerberg. At least he wears like a Kmart shirt, shoes, and sneakers with a $5 belt. He's a billionaire. Not really much I could say to make fun of him, right? If you a high school bully, what you gonna say? Look at his shoes. What are those? Then all you gotta do is show you his bank balance on his phone. Like, what are those? Well, I bought them with the balance on this card, the credit limit I got on this card. I use it with my debit card from this bank account. But that bully ain't gonna have nothing to say after that. I'm telling you guys, don't get caught up in popularity. Don't get caught up in it. Be caught up in being a good, sound human being up here. Trust me, that is what's best. That is what's best. Like I said, look, I went through my growing stages of wanting to be liked more, wanting to be more popular. And I told y'all before, I tried being hard back in the 90s. That didn't work for me. I ain't no punk, but I'm not no killer neither. And all the dudes was like that. You know what I mean? No. Everybody wanted to be hard, had to rock the Timbs, had to sag your pants. You know what I mean? All this other stuff. And so many of them dudes went nowhere. Nowhere. Most of them went nowhere. Ended up in prison because you end up trying to be hard, being cool, doing all the dumb stuff, drinking, smoking. I know too many guys that wasted all their talent, never went to college, you know what I mean, to play whatever sport they had scholarships for. You know, it always kills me when these dudes like they're in college and they end up doing something stupid, like they kill somebody, like driving drunk, or like it's all this crazy stuff these college dudes do. And I'm like, do you realize the opportunity that you have? You're a guy on a full scholarship for football, even when it's academic stuff. But those are the ones you usually hear in the news. That's why I'm talking about that. And you do something that dumb to mess your life up. Man, look. I ain't perfect. I made my mistakes in life, and you know what I mean? I'm sorry for my mistakes that I've made. Hey, come on now. You know what I mean? Like I was always smart enough to not, drive drunk, or, like these dudes get caught up in these scandals, man. Oh, it's too much to lose. All right, y'all. Have a good night. I will see y'all soon. I might game tonight. I'm not sure. I might game tonight. If I don't game tonight, I'll game tomorrow. I know it's been like 3 days if I don't game today. And I got an unboxing and build Star Wars Lego set coming for y'all. So that should be up in the next couple of days too. All right. 10 million subscribers. Woo!